So hello everyone, it's Jill Beat87 here, and today we're going to get into my Kaleidos Escape Pod review. So this is the little bag. It came in, mine ripped severely, but you know, all the stuff is in here, so that's all that counts. I'm going to show you some of my older stuff too. Like I got a couple of the highlighters. I don't know what happened to the liquid lipsticks I had from them, because it's like I had, I bought like 2 or 3 of them to put in this video. But I don't know where they went, so we're just gonna stick to the new glosses here, and then eventually I guess I'll use them since I don't know where the hell they are. Yeah, put it out of here. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Anyway, so this whole little collection. Got my eyeshadow primer. If you all saw on Instagram, I told you all I ordered the eyeshadow primer and the other stuff, and it didn't, you know, work out for me that well. So I got their brush set along with their highlighter brush. We're gonna use that stuff today. We got some blushes from them, so I'm gonna just use my Jaclyn Hill blush brush for that. And I got a highlighter, but my highlighter ended up breaking. I didn't post that on Instagram, like the picture of it broken, but it's broken, so we can use it. But I reached out to Kaleidos as soon as it happened, and they immediately got back to me, and they got back to me in the email first, and then they DM'd me too, just to make sure that I hadn't gotten what I needed. So I thought that was nice. And they're supposed to be sending like a replacement of my highlighter, so I'll show you all that first, because obviously we're gonna do the blushes and highlighter first, and then we'll do my eyes last. So I'm sorry I didn't get to use my sponges today, but I wasn't here to put on my face. I'm wearing the ColourPop foundation for the 2nd day in a row, so we'll see how well that goes today. I used products I would normally use instead of using all of the like pretty fresh stuff together like I would normally use. I mean, I still use that concealer and that foundation, but I use like other powders and primers and setting sprays and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. So I got Diamond Dasher for the highlighter, and of course I got both the blushes. Now I was like everybody else when I saw the blushes, because I was like, wait, what? Why are these, you know, blushes have brown people on them, and then brown people can't wear these colors? So I was confused. But, you know, I heard they're supposed to fix that problem, so I don't know. But this is what my highlighter looks like. As you can see, it is completely smashed. But I guess I'll just press it in a little bit, and then we'll try it on that way. I don't know. I'm hoping the new one isn't smashed, because I want to put it in the 500K giveaway on Instagram. I'm sorry, I mean 500 follower giveaway on Instagram. I don't know why I keep saying 5K, y'all. But yeah, so this is, I think this is the rose one. Like, yeah, Lo-Fi Rose. And then I think I have I think it's called Hi-Fi Peach. Sorry, Lo-Fi Peach. So they're both Lo-Fi. And there's just a rose and a peach. So this is the peach one. I'm gonna just put one on each side. I'm only going to pick up fireworks. So if I look crazy for 15 minutes, so be it. And then we're going to put the highlighters on each side of the cheek. And then I'll put them on the blush too, just so we can get an idea of if it'll look good as a blush topper or whatever. And then I'll just use Diamond Dasher as like, I guess down the middle of my face to highlight. So that way we have used all the face products and we know what they look like on someone my skin tone. So I'm going to start off with this Lo-Fi Rose. And the color is Mood and Bloom. So we're going to start with Mood, and then we'll put Bloom to highlight, and then we'll put Bloom just on the face in general. Where's my, okay, here's my brush. We're going to use the JH004 brush. So let's see how pigmented this is. I can see the powder flying off as I'm rubbing it on my face. So it's quite powdery. It's showing up pretty decently, but obviously for my skin tone, I'm definitely gonna have to build it up. I can't just put 1 or 2 and call it a day. I'm gonna have to like pack this on in order to get it to show up. I'm hoping after I pack on a whole bunch of them, start looking ashy because I packed so much on. So that's the only thing about this blush, in my opinion. So I mean, you can see it like barely. And y'all see I've been packing on, I've been dipping about 7 or 8 times just to like get it to build up to this. But you know, it looks nice. The formula's okay. I'm just not feeling how powdery it was when I first dipped into it, because I'm telling y'all, powder was like flying, and all I did was like tapped. So as you see, if you sit here and build it up, it'll work out. But you know, This isn't for if you don't have that much time to put on blush, because it's like I've been sitting up here building for a good 5 minutes just to make it look like this. Well, clearly I'm gonna be exaggerating because it hasn't been 5 minutes, probably more like 2 minutes, but still. Like when you're trying to get out the door, you want to put blush on a couple of times and, you know, go. So, wipe a little bit of this off my hand. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter now. The color Bloom, this one right here. I'm gonna highlight the side of my face, and this is a Kaleidos H1 brush. Let's see how well this looks. Okay, it's quite glittery there. All right. Put a little bit more because I feel like it's not clinging to this part right here, but I actually wanted to. It's just clinging to my eyebrows and like everywhere else. So I got a super highlighted eyebrow there. How you doing? So it's giving that definitely peachy reflective type thing. So now we're gonna put it on top of the blush and see how that works. And as y'all see, I didn't even dip into it that much, but it's giving quite the iridescent glow type vibe going on here. So this is the combo of it, and you all saw it on its own. I feel like unless I turn, you don't see it, but I feel like it kind of has like a little ash thing going on with it. I don't know. Let's go into the next one, which is Lo-Fi Peach. I got a feeling I'm like Lo-Fi Peach's highlighter better. But the blush is called Punch, so. To me, this is a nice everyday like blush, but again, I feel like you had to build it up a lot because of my skin tone. And Adriangameover actually came with mommy today to Gigi's house, so. Okay, yeah, that one I feel like shows up a little bit better my skin tone. And I'm not having to build it up as much as the other one. See, because that's enough for me, and I feel like you can see it nicely. Whereas with this one, I feel like it's starting to look grayish and darkish. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this one just because I'm not liking the way it's looking on top of my bronzer or on my cheeks in general. I feel like it makes them look kind of dirty, and that's not cute. So let's go on with the highlighter now. So I'm just going to flip the brush on the clean side, obviously, and put it on. And then we'll worry about putting this on top of the blush, which I kind of don't want to, but I want you all to see how it looks. So we're going to do it. But I feel like on its own, it just looks gorgeous. And I feel like it picks up on the brow area perfectly, but like when I'm rubbing it on the actual face, I feel like it's not giving as much accentuated as I like. See, like right in here, I feel like it's just not, the highlight isn't sticking, and I don't know why. It's not a vibe though. And I keep trying to make it stick, and I feel like it's just not doing it. And that's usually where you want the highlight to go. So the fact it doesn't want to stick, it's like, well, why not? The same thing with this side. Like I feel like it didn't stick that as well there either. But so this is what Lo-Fi Peach looks like. Let's go ahead and put Lo-Fi Peach with what do you call it? On top of the blush to make it a nice little blush topper situation. So good thing is I'll have a mask on, so no one will know how crazy my cheeks actually look. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the highlighter on it for a blush topper. I would definitely say I like Lo-Fi Peach better than I like Lo-Fi Rose, but I had a feeling I was going to, so I'm not surprised. Let's see, what are we gonna go into next? Oh yeah, the highlighter. So we're gonna put Diamond Dasher towards the middle of my face. And where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. I can't show it to you like I would want to on an angle. Well, I mean, I guess I can. I'll show it to you like this. But as you can see, it's broken, so I'm not gonna try to do too much with it. Let me get a highlighter brush really quick. And I'm gonna take the JH007 brush and lightly tap into that. One thing is, since this is really like diamondy, sparkly, I'm kind of nervous, but here we go. So I'll start on the chin, because look at how sparkly it is. Look at the iridescent sparkliness under here. So to me, this is more like a highlighter topper, as weird as that is. Sorry, y'all, it's like all on my lip. gloss I have on the Tower 28 lip gloss right now. I ate most of it off though, which is good because I have to put on the lip gloss from this collection a little bit later. But it just looks like a highlighter topper to me. Like, see, I don't feel like it's giving too much glow. I just see a lot of glitter sitting on my face. So I kind of don't want to put this down the middle of my face. I might put it on my Cupid's bow and then that'll be it. And we won't highlight the middle of the nose today just because I'm not about that life. Or maybe we will and I'll just put it on top of one of these highlighters to show it as a topper highlighter and see how we feel about that. Matter of fact, yeah, we're going to do that instead. So. See, because this looks like I set a whole bunch of glitter on top of my mouth. Like I ate something glittery and it just stuck there. So this is definitely a highlighter topper, not a highlighter in my personal opinion. So I'm going to take, I figure you already know what I'm going to take. I'm going to take Lo-Fi Peach and put that down the middle of my face. And then we will put this Diamond Dasher on top and see how we feel about it. So go ahead and highlight it straight down the middle here. Yeah, just like the Lo-Fi Peach one better. We're going to take Diamond Dasher now and just dab some of that over the top of this and see how we like that. So I'm definitely probably have to spray some more setting spray on or something because I feel like this just looks really glittery. But this is what I look like. It looks super glittery. Okay, moving on. So a highlighter I'm not necessarily excited about unless I'm doing it like to top on top of a fun highlighter like I just did down the middle of my face. It looks fine as a topper, but on its own I feel like it doesn't give me enough pop. It just looks like there's just glitter sitting all over your face and that's not cute. I'm trying to review the stuff as I go when we talk about it, so then that way at the end I can just give you comparisons of like other formulas of highlighter, because like we're going to compare this formula to their new ones like this. I have obviously I have original Ray Rider, and then I have Solar Sailor. So matter of fact, let's just swatch all three of those now and get that out the way. And then we can get into the eyes, which is what I'm sure most people are excited about, including myself. And I really like these highlighters. I kept the plastic on all of them though. I don't know why, because I normally never keep plastic on anything, but I did. And to me, Solar Sailor is like what I want a trophy wife to be. It's not nearly as glittery. It's more of a smooth formula, but it still has that like yellowish goldish undertone I really like from it. So then I'm doing the original Ray Rider. I didn't order the new one just because I didn't see there was a big enough difference from what I saw Mel Thompson swatch it for me to be like buying it. So I was like, we just gonna leave that alone, because I already spent $180 on all this stuff. So I was like, that's enough. But see, I like the glitters in the new one a lot. It just seems really sheer. So this is Diamond Dasher. It's the original Ray Rider, and that's Solar Sailor. So Solar Sailor is gorgeous to me. I'm gonna put Diamond Dasher on top of Ray Rider just to see if there's a difference. So I just added Diamond Dasher on top of Ray Rider. I feel like there's not too much of that big a difference in my personal opinion. I don't know though. But this is most likely just going to be a topper highlighter for me. I can tell you that right now, just because it's not really vibing with me so well. And now I have a highlighter all over my legs because I just rubbed those swatches on them. But whatever. Finally get into what I'm most excited about, which is this eyeshadow palette. And then we'll come back and do this lip. I got the new color, of course. It's called Hypnotize. So we'll put that on at the end. Let's be Escape Pod. Yes. I forgot how much this cost me. Oh. I already dropped something. We dropped the brush. And I'll try to make sure I only use their brushes, but I don't know how well that's going to work, because y'all know I like to use a small, tighter brush to go on the outer V, and all these brushes don't seem like they'll do that. This one seems like it'd be good for the lid. This one seems like it might be good for the crease. This one seems like it'd be good for the crease, and this one seems like it'd be dusting all over, and then like lower lash line as far as this one goes. So I might have to pull in just one or two brushes, but I'm hoping I have to pull in like a whole lot. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of look we should do. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm sure you've already seen it, but I'll show you again. So, and then I have the eyeshadow primer. This costs $10. So I ordered two, but like I said, they only sent one, but they immediately sent me out another one and gave me my confirmation code. But I don't know how long it's going to take because it's coming from China. So I'm sure it'll get here before I run out of this one, but you know. Okay, so this is the color of the eyeshadow primer. It seems like it's more of a peachy undertone compared to the ABH one I normally use. Let's go ahead and put it on. No, it's not. I don't know, I guess I expected it to smooth out quicker, and I feel like it's taking a while to dry down. But that's fine, because I like to use my eyeshadow primer wet, so hopefully it works out well for me wet. So that's pretty much enough for that eye and blending for that eye. So you're just gonna squirt out a little bit more and go to this other eye, so we can start this eye look. I'm really hoping I like this eyeshadow primer just because it's 10 bucks and the ABH one is like 20 something. And then, like I've been saying for a while, I haven't been able to find it in a full size anywhere. I haven't checked their website to see if they have it in a full size anymore, but I'm like kind of concerned because I'm like, it's my favorite eyeshadow primer to use, and then I can't find it anywhere. So it's like, what is this? What's going on? Why? No, it's not a vibe at all. I don't like it. But yeah, so let's figure out what we're gonna do with these eyes now. Let me get my detail diffuse crease brush. I already have a feeling I'm going to need it just to put the color on the outer V. Where is it? Here you are. I kind of want to do green, and maybe like orange. I kind of want to do this little section right here, and then maybe that. So maybe like this whole little row right here, and then maybe one of these green shimmers. I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know, I'm gonna just wing it like I do in general with life. So I think we're gonna mix Mardi Gras, which is the purple, and Exoplanet, which is the blue, and just combine those colors and put them on the outer V and see how I feel. Yeah, let's do that. A bit more there, a little bit more there, okay. People are still putting out fireworks, y'all, and I'm like, y'all only got one more day, like, why? But I told y'all, the last 2 weeks I've been over here, just people keep putting on fireworks. It's like, why? Somebody made a joke on Facebook, and I was like, well, maybe it is true. It was like the 10K that people got from the government just for run business or whatever. They spent it on, what do you call it? On fireworks. I was like, dude, it sure seems like it, because I swear everybody is putting off fireworks. I'm like, you know what? I'm about tired of y'all. If y'all don't go somewhere and sit down, you need to cut it, and you need to cut it like for real. So I think we're going to take the pink and put that in the front after we do this one, since we put the 2 purple and bluish shades toward the back to darken up the outer V. That's the only reason I put them back there. Otherwise, I would have just, you know, let them stay separate. But I'm trying to use a lot of the colors in the palette, so I figured if I did it this way, I could use more colors. I mean, they're blending nicely. I feel like the purple is just peeking through a little bit, and then you see the majority of the exoplanet shade. I'm not into space in the other world type thing, so I mean, this theme isn't meaning anything to me. I was just like intrigued by the color story of the palette. I was like, okay. And I wanted to like try another palette other than the futurism ones, even though I just did a look with the futurism one last night. I haven't uploaded the picture on Instagram yet. I need to upload the picture for the giveaway for the Makeup Revolution, I'm sorry, the XX Revolution mystery bag. So I'm gonna try to upload that tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to do it today because I'm not going home today and I don't have a picture of the bag. I think I'm pretty sure I took it back home, which means I don't have it here to take the picture of. My apologies, but that giveaway will end in a week. I'm gonna put the information in the description box down below, because that video is up right now. But when I was at home, I didn't think about doing that because my mom had me doing a whole bunch of other stuff for her instead of, you know, what I had planned on doing. So I only got to film like one video at home because I planned on doing more, but I was like, oh well, I didn't get a chance to. So it's too late now. Moving on. So we're gonna take the Kaleidos S2. I'm gonna go to the pink shade Flamingo. So I'm gonna go into that, and then I'm gonna mix the orange Carnival and the orange Tango together. So but right now we're just gonna try to stick to this pink and put it toward the front. So see how well that was. I'm just tapping it in first before I start like blending down, because I want to get like a decent amount of color in there. And I think I'm gonna just put the orange all over the lid, and then we'll just put like the green in the inner corner and maybe run it across the lower lash line too. Like, why not? I don't know. Or maybe just put the orange on the lid and then put some well, the orange on the lower lash line and the green on the lid. I don't know. I'm deciding what exactly I'm gonna do. So I don't feel like the pink is building up that well. I don't feel like it's giving me a lot of pigmentation, so I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using or what. It's like I'm using their brush with their shadow, so I feel like it should be fine. But I don't know. I don't feel like it's giving me the pop that I want. And I thought this was to enhance like shadow colors, so that's why I'm kind of confused. Like, what the hell's going on here? Okay. I'm not complaining, y'all. I'm just confused. So I think I want to blend a little bit of orange in the front here over the pink, and maybe that'll help it look like a little brighter. And then we can blend that blend this shade right here across the back. So I think that's what's about to happen now. So I'm gonna have to go into my other brushes, because again, I don't feel like the brushes in this set are gonna do what I want done when it comes to that section. So let's go ahead and grab, I think we're gonna need the Elf and Detail crease brush for this. Yep, we grabbed one of those, and now I'm gonna go into the two orange shades. So we're gonna take Carnival and Tango and blend those together, and then blend them over this pink part in the front. So I'm taking Carnival first, tap into it, then I'm tapping into the Tango color, and then just gonna start blending right up here. Yeah, see, that's more of the brightness I was looking for. So I figured if we do that, then maybe it'll give me more of a vibe. So I don't know. I feel like it just looks a little reddish. It doesn't really look orange. Maybe I should just tap into Tango on its own and not added the Carnival color, because I feel like that's what's turned into like a little bloody orange type red instead of just, you know, a bright orange like I wanted over this color. But since I've already done this on one side, you know how it is. You do one side, you gotta do the other side. So we'll just have to have it like this for today. And then like all the orange is falling out of my inner corner since I didn't do my makeup here. It's like, how am I supposed to clean this off? Just. I didn't have this problem with their shadows yesterday, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back in with the brush that has the pink on and try to bring a little bit of that back, because I feel like it's getting like lost in the shuffle. I don't know. Like sometimes I just feel like I have a love-hate relationship with spraying, because I feel like I keep trying to like use this stuff, and sometimes it'll work for me and then sometimes it won't, and then just I don't know. So now we're gonna have to get another Elf Detail crease brush, because we have to use the light purple shade across the back part. So let me dig in here and find another one. Hold please, because I know I have two of them in here. I just need to find the other one. Come on, stop hiding from me. I know you're in there. Here it is. My second detail crease brush from Elf. I'm gonna go into the light purple shade I showed you. I believe it's called Soiree, and just dust that toward the back here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start patting it down first, and then we'll blend it out, because I feel like otherwise I'm not gonna get any type of pigmentation. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that shade. I'd like to just put that like all over the lid and do a simple, you know, purple look. And then maybe put like a pink shimmer in the inner corner or something for a quick, nice, you know, girly matte 2-color eye look. So I might do that on Instagram. Just use this shade, like one of these pink shimmers, and go on my day. But I was trying to use a lot of shades in the palette today since, you know, we're supposed to be initially reviewing it. I wanted you to see a whole bunch of different like shades being used. So that's why I'm using so many goddamn shades. Because realistically, I'd probably use like maybe 4 or 5 shades in here. Not nearly as many as I used right now. Okay, so we wiped off the fallout pretty easy. Thank goodness. Okay, so this is what we're working with so far. Let's see. Do y'all want to do 2 different colors on the lid? Let's see. Should we? Because I kind of want to mix some of these colors. Like, I know I want to mix the 2 greens, but it's like I want to have some purple toward the back too. So I was thinking about putting these 2 purples toward the back, and then putting the 2 greens toward the front, and then just running the darker green underneath on the lower lash line. But we'll see. I think we're just gonna start off simple with the front of the eye. So I'm just mix Galactic Gala and Saturnalia. Is that how you say it? Mix this green and this green together basically. And we're gonna put that toward the front, and then toward the back we'll put like the purple shades I talked about. So okay, so these already seem like they need glitter glue. I don't know though. Oh, okay, apparently not. Yes, remember. So it looks nice. Tap it on there as opposed to spread it out, because we just spread out a good portion of it, and I want to, you know, fill in all this part right here, and then I'll put like the purple toward the back of the eye. And then I think I'll put the pink and the orange combined in the inner corner. Like I said, I'm trying to use as many shades as possible so you can get an idea of, you know, what it'll look like. Because y'all know I normally don't use as many shades at all. It's not even that deep. Okay. I'm feeling it when I close my eyes. It looks kind of nice. It's kind of a vibe. Just a little bit there. Okay. So now we're gonna mix, like I said, the 2 purples. So we're gonna mix the darker one and the lighter one together, and we'll put those toward this back part right here real quick. And I'm gonna just use the same S4 brush and just turn it the opposite way. So since we use this side, obviously I'm gonna use that side. So start off with the darker purple and then put the lighter purple at the top to add the sparkle to it. So let's get to that a little bit. Then to this and let's put this toward the back. It's gonna be out here. The fireworks stored when entirely too much. They're gonna be like, ma'am, it's just fireworks. Who are you trying to impress? Me, myself, and I, sir. That's who I'm trying to impress. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm liking it, and it's actually blending pretty well together. So let's, yes. Okay. Let me take that same S1 and start blending all this together. I just don't want it to look harsh and crazy. I was kind of iffy about this look, but it's actually turning out pretty nice. So, okay, so now we're gonna go to the lower lash line. I'm trying to think what color do we want to take down there. Thinking about taking this one down there. Yeah, let's do that. And then maybe I'll dust a little bit of the purple underneath it, closer to the lash line. But you can see the fallout is real with the shade on my lower lash line. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm putting it. Get my life in order and dust this away, since again I didn't do my makeup here. So I guess I'm gonna put some foundation powder on a brush just to brush this away and hope it doesn't mess up the rest of my makeup for the rest of the day. So as you can see, that's a shit ton of fallout. Just bear that in mind. So you might want to do your face first and your eyes last, just because I got all types of fallout like all up and through here. And we not even done yet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna dust the purple underneath her. No. Okay, so try to dust a little bit of this off my hand, and then I'm going with that Mardi Gras shade. And dust underneath this shade. So dip into Mardi Gras and dust. I'm really trying to blow out the lower lash line. But I'm liking this combination separately, just like I did in outer V. I like it better this way though, just because I feel like you can at least see both color. And the way I did it on the outer V, you can only see like the darker blue that you're seeing right now. I'm kind of glad I'm adding this on. I'm glad I don't have an inner corner, not inner corner, eyeliner that matches this look nicely. Though, all my eyeliners for the most part at home, so I can't use any of those. We're gonna take this brush and dust underneath. Well, the good thing is the fallout is dusting out easily, because otherwise I don't know how I feel. Only bad part is I feel like when I'm dusting underneath it, it's getting rid of all the purple that we just put down. So I feel like you only still see back to the blue, and that's it. That's the only negative part I have about this palette, but otherwise, I mean, but y'all know I'm not a person who likes fallout, so of course I would have a problem with it, because I don't like fallout. Okay, so we're officially done with the eyes. Let's put on some mascara, and then we can move on to the last part, which is the lips. So I've been talking about the collection through the whole video. You don't have to stay to the end and hear my thoughts on stuff, because that's another reason why I do it, because I know my videos are kind of long as it is, and I don't have to go back and like reiterate over everything. So I just talk about it as I go, so that way once we done for real. And this is the Damn Girl mascara by Too Faced, and I don't like Better Than Sex, believe it or not. So I actually like the Damn Girl better than Sex, but you know, it's like just a personal preference thing. Oh yeah, we got to put an inner corner highlight, and then we'll get to the lips. My bad. Okay, so are we done with the eyes? No, we are not. There's no popping pink sparkle in my inner corner. Or I might do the orange one, because I feel like we already got pink on. Or I might just mix the orange and the pink again, since I mixed all the other shimmers. What the hell not? And then I'll just swatch them individually in my hand so you can see what they look like on their own, since they were mixed with other things. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do the lips. Sounds like a plan. As you see, I have not dipped back into the bottle yet, and I already did like this whole lash situation right here. So, and this is a sample size. Now, I doubt I'll buy the real one or the full size when I get done, just because drugstore mascara is one thing I don't have a problem with buying and using. Like, I'll gladly use a drugstore mascara because I feel like you have to cut corners somewhere. In some places I will. Like lip liners, I don't try to buy regular price lip liners or mascaras. Those are things I just don't see necessary. Sometimes eyeliners as well, but as a general rule, I like my Urban Decay eyeliners or my Fenty eyeliners. So now I'm gonna put on a lip liner with this gloss just so we can kind of get a better look of the color. But let me get my E41 from Sigma to put my inner corner highlight in. I believe it's the E41. Yes, the E41 dual fiber blend brush. And that's what we're gonna put the inner corner highlight in with. So we're gonna start off with the color Amaretto, this one, and then we're gonna go in with this orange one on top. And that's gonna be the inner corner highlight. And then I will swatch all these individually, and then we'll go on with our day. But I like using this dual fiber brush in the inner corner just because I feel like it gives like an extra pop of sorts when you put on your inner corner highlight. And I feel like it blows it out a lot in the inner corner, and I like that look. But I guess it depends on like how the shimmers feel, because I feel like yesterday when I did it with their other shimmers, like it blew it out more than it's blowing it out right now. So it might just be the formula of these shimmers compared to the formula of the other shimmers that I used yesterday. But it has a shit ton of fallout. I can see that. Like, this palette is fucking Fallout City. So I feel like adding the orange to this isn't really doing anything besides adding like a whole bunch of glitter in my inner corner. Didn't add like any real color in my personal opinion. So it was kind of pointless. I just added more glitter to my face. So I have to come back later and clean off like I'm doing now. Okay, so let's swatch all these shimmers. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm swatching the shimmers in order of the row that they're in. So y'all know it's only 5 shimmers, so it's literally a row of shimmers in the middle, and then there's that last green shade on the end. So that's why I'm swatching them. Let me see. Yeah, wipe my hand, clean it out, and I figure I don't need to swatch the mattes. I'll try to do a neutral look another time with like the orange and the brown and another shade, but I just want to use all the colors today as usual. But yeah, so these are all the shimmers in the palette. That's what they look like. Now we're gonna get into the lip gloss. So I'm going to take, wait, no, that's not the one I want, is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. So we're gonna take this Essence lip liner in Honeyberry. It's this dark, well, berry color. And I'm going to line my lips with this really quick, and then we're gonna go into lip gloss. Even though I hear the lip gloss doesn't have that much coloring to it, for what I've seen people talk about in the video, so I kind of want to like fully color my lips just because I feel like it's not gonna have much color to it. But at the same time, I'm like, I want y'all to see the true color, so that's why I'm like, So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and line the lips and put the color on, and then I will well, you know, off camera when I'm done, if I want to add the full lip liner and then do that, then I will. I'm gonna swatch it so you see how the coloring looks. So this is what the color of the gloss looks like. There's a lot of like reflective glitters in it, so I'm gonna put it on and see how it looks on the lips. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. So it doesn't really have that much that much color to it, and I like opaquely colored lip glosses, so I mean, there's a time and place for lip glosses like this, but I wouldn't want this, like, color lip gloss with no actual color in it like it is now. So I will definitely be pairing this with a lip liner in the future if I do wear it, just because it doesn't have enough opacity for me. But this is what it looks like with just a liner, not any lipstick. So what I think about this palette, because that's the only thing I feel like I didn't talk about in this video. I talked about everything else. So I think it's okay. I'm not excited by it. I don't like the fact that there's quite a bit of fallout. As y'all saw, fallout was all underneath my eyes and everywhere else. I mean, it was easy to clean up, but since I'm the person who likes fallout, of course I'm going to make the comment about fallout. So I don't know, I just kind of am neutral about the palette. The color story is nice, but I don't feel like it's anything exceptional. Like, I don't understand why the 2 green shades are there or the 2 purple shades. Like, I would rather had like some more shimmers that are a little bit more unique. I feel like the shimmers of these are different than the ones in the Futurism palettes too. I like the ones in the Futurism palettes better because I feel like they're creamier and more opaque. I feel like this is more like a topper-esque type thing, and I'm not really big on topper type shades. I mean, like, there's a place for them and they're good for like inner corner to add to shades you already have in a palette, but like I feel like this palette is heavy with those, so I don't know, it's okay. I'm not really a huge person who's really big on Kaleidos anyway, so it's just kind of like, oh, okay. I don't know. I know everybody else thinks they're wonderful. I just think they're okay. Like, if you like the color story of the palette and you don't mind the fallout, then yeah, I guess you should try it. But I'm not going to be like, yes, you need to run and buy it now. It's just okay. It's not exceptional. I'll let you know about the sponges when I finally use them. God only knows when. I just opened like a new Nikita Joy sponge, so I don't necessarily need it, and then I have the Fenty sponge at home, so I don't know when I'll actually be reviewing and talk about these. I'll probably put them in like a favorites video or ranking something, or ranking my new palettes in the next couple of months if I like have to use another sponge. But the eyeshadow primer, I don't feel like he made it the eyeshadows any more opaque or brighter than they were, you know, on their own. But let's do a swatch on my hand with the eyeshadow primer and then compare it to the compare one of the mattes with their primer versus me just swatching it on its own, so that way we can get an idea. And then we will pretty much be done with this review. So I'm gonna put the primer right there. And I'm gonna swatch a dark shade, so I think I'm gonna do the dark brown and see if it gives like a difference of darkness. Plus we didn't use that one, so I feel like that's a good representation. The matte's blended nicely. Okay, so there's the brown on its own, and then the brown on top of the primer. It's like I don't see a difference. Sorry. See, like this is the part with the primer and this is the part without the primer. And I feel like they look the same. Like they don't look different to me. It doesn't look like it brought out any deeper brown in it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like about the same to me. So yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Escape Pod collection. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, y'all are diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next one.